Okay, so I would like to show everybody how to refill your HP OfficeJet 8700, 8702 in my case, printer, fax, scan, copy, web printer. Okay, it's pretty simple. I've went through the whole process a few times trying to figure out how to do it properly, and I've had errors like this cartridge does not meet specifications. It doesn't use a certain kind of cartridge, and I've had to replace them multiple times. I bought the ink refill kit, and it's usually pretty easy to refill. I mean, I watched the videos on how to refill. I bought the inks, and the whole process is a little unnerving if you don't know what you're doing and you're having a hard time doing it. So I'm here to show everybody that it's a very simple process. It's simpler than a lot of the videos out there make it to be. The only thing you need to get, honestly, is the Ink Tech Premium Ink refill bottles. They'll come with syringes that have these special kind of tips, and they'll have these as well for sucking the ink out of the bottles. Personally, I don't use those anymore. I just figured out that if you just dump the bottle into, you know, a little container itself. I use baby food containers. They're empty now. Clean them out, of course. Then put the tip on and suck it all the way through. I'll show you the whole process. It's real simple. And we'll go from there. And I will show you how this is done. So, okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you that right now, my ink cartridges are showing low. Right? My black is all the way full. I just did the yellow and the red. And I figured, what the heck, I'm going to show everybody how to do this without messing up your machine. So first off, what you want to do is open your machine. Babe, could you get me another bottle? We don't have any more? Okay, that'll work for now though. Okay, so it says the cover door must be closed. This is the point where you want to get to. This is the very critical point. So what you want to do is come to the back and simply pull out the plug-in, the power. Completely shuts off your printer. So all your printer knows at this point was that it lost power when the door was open. Everything's the same. So at this point, you can come down here, and I'm changing the red. You can pull that out. The printer does not know at all that you took this cartridge out. It doesn't know that. It has no clue, right? So we'll come over here, and we'll set this up here. Let me get this set up so you guys can see this with ease. I'm going to set this here. I need something to sit behind this. Okay, so that sits there. So this is the easy, well, I think I video game controllers all over the place. This is the easy process. So with this ink setup and everything, they'll send you these little tabs, and you have to cover the air hole. And the air hole is this hole right, let me use this, is this hole right here. There's a little hole right below this, right below the ink cartridge sign. It's right there. You have to cover it before you do anything. Put the tape on there, cover it nicely, put pressure on it. Okay, so now that once we've done that, now we grab our red ink. It's right here. And then you grab a little bottle. In this case, a washed out one. You got to make sure you dry it completely out before you put the ink in there. You don't want the ink to have any kind of water distillate in it or anything like that. Completely dry it all the way. So we're doing that. Dry it all the way out. 110% before you pour your ink in. Okay, so you open your bottle. Take the top off, it has a silver top. Pour your ink in here. We're good there. Put this lid back on. Now make sure I mark all my barrels so I know what's what. I never have to change them. Take your needle, set it in there. Your syringe, I mean. And fill it up. You don't need to fill it all the way. You don't need to. You just have to, the biggest thing you have to remember is that you want to pay attention to how many times. Put this in, just like this. Fill it full. And let the needle go, and it'll push it back up. Empty air. That's good. Any excess over there. Clean this nozzle off right here. Put it back in. And this is where it's important. You gotta suck it back out until you get a steady stream going back into your syringe. You want to take your finger here, there's a big hole right here. Cover that hole. Make sure you got pressure on this tape so you got a good seal. And you want to suck it. See that coming out? That's just bubbles right now. We need a solid stream. Solid stream means you have no air in there. Still got a lot of air in there. If you have air in there, it's not going to print properly. So right now I keep hearing bubble sound, so I don't think that one's sealed up. I think that tape's about used out. So we'll grab another one. It doesn't have enough of a sticky seal. Maybe this one will do it. Let's do this. There we go. That's what we're looking for. This. Come on. Don't fight me. Being stubborn right now. There it is. Solid. We're good. Now you can see nothing but ink came out there. So we're good. You want to make sure you get a steady stream filling back in when you pull back in. If you don't get a steady stream, do it until you do get that steady stream. See how I kept doing it until I got it? That's what you want to do. If you don't do that, you will not have good print problem. You will have printer problems. So, now we've done this part. Oh yeah. You also have to do this. After you're done filling it, I'm going to take a little bit of toilet paper, because this thing right here can come out sometimes, so it'll leak. You want to do this. You see how I'm getting better? That's how you know it's not leaking. You have to do that. Another thing you can do is set it up like this for a little while, 10-15 minutes before you replace it. You don't have to. I'm not going to. It's personal preference. I would suggest that you actually do it because it's probably the best thing you can actually do, to be honest. Then when you're done, you come back, slide your cartridge back in, just like that, slid it back in. Do not shut the cartridge door. All you have to do is plug it back in. Boom, power will come on. Leave the door open the whole time. It's that simple. Now it's going to check. See here, it's checking, you know, it's running the process. It says no, it's going to turn off properly. Okay, no problem. Press OK. Okay, hold on. Goes right back to the original process, and it says doors open. Shut the door. Checking the cartridge. Fine, cartridge is good, and that's how you do it, people. Very simple.